Are there turtles in New Zealand? Yes. Are they here all year round? Yes. Are they dying? Yes.
It's a tragic fact, but right here, in our own clean, green, 100% pure backyard, these magnificent creatures are falling victim to a 21st century phenomenon: death by plastic.
Our rubbish is killing those animals. All it needs is one plastic bag, a bit of fishing line, discarded fishing line, can kill a turtle really slowly and really quite horribly.
These are just a few of the many, some say thousands of turtles dying on our shores.
It's definitely our problem. We're the cause, we're the effect, and as a result, there are innumerable numbers of species and individuals out there that are dying on a daily, yearly basis because of what we do. Clear mouth, no injuries in the mouth cavity.
Marine biologist Dan Godoy has witnessed the devastation firsthand.
I'm finding at the moment up to almost half of the turtles that I necropsy or do autopsies on have either ingested plastic or have become entangled in marine debris of some sort or another.
All this plastic, 224 pieces in total, was removed from the intestine of just one dead turtle. To a turtle, a plastic bag floating in the water can look like a jellyfish, one of their favourite foods.
What happens once it ingests the plastic, it can become embedded or impacted within the intestinal tract of the animal. And what that means is that it actually forms a blockage or a gut impaction. That is like a really hard foreign obstruction in there. Quite a number of the animals that I've necropsied have shown perforated intestines due to the plastic they've ingested. Significant amounts of disease and infection. And so you can imagine this animal this whole time having to go through that really slow and painful death, really. See, there's that piece that was protruding out. Oh, yeah. See, that's a nasty bit of jagged plastic which would have hurt like hell. It's very rare that you'll actually find a product which has a place of manufacture on it. It just seems to be plastic bags and things, but I have found samples within the turtles that I've necropsied here with New Zealand products.
Which brings us to Turtle 267. Included in the 67 pieces of plastic removed from its intestine was a well-known chip packet, some plastic from Lower Hutt, an independent brewery's label from Auckland, and another with the brand name NZ Pure.
It's a bit ironic, isn't it? I mean, here we are saying that we're 100% pure New Zealand, and you know, the very rubbish that I find inside a turtle is that same or a similar brand that says pure on it.
NZ Pure. It's a sad indictment, embarrassment to our clean green image.
So what was going through your head when you found that plastic label?
Here we go again. You know, this is proof that, undeniable proof that what we do and the rubbish we throw away has an impact on these endangered species. Really frustrating.
Once a turtle has ingested plastic, human intervention is the only thing that can prevent a slow and agonising death. Kelly Tarleton's has become an A&E ward of sorts for our sick and dying marine turtles.
So you're ready to take bloods?
We're averaging about probably 6 a year, if not more. Sometimes, like this year, we've received over 13, so we've been steadily building those numbers up as well.
Post-ocular left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At any one time, there can potentially be 1,000 other guys, or more, just floating out there that just never come ashore. You know, just these ones are fortunate enough that they've given up the ghost, the right weather patterns hit them, and someone who was fortunate enough to walk past them and prod what they thought was a dead turtle. that saved them.
AJ?
The odds of them getting here are pretty slim. There'll probably be thousands of them in that same situation that won't get to us and will die a horrible death.
Of the 13 turtles rescued by Kelly Tarleton's this year, 8 could not be saved.
I get frustrated, I get disheartened, I feel for this animal that's had to go through the pain of dying due to ingesting plastic and becoming impacted in its stomach and its intestinal tract, and I get angry sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to sit still like the other one.
Yeah, but mostly just really disheartened at the situation that we've created ourselves.
So, just how clean is our ocean?
This is like a rubbish tip.
After the break, our own shores of shame. Every year, about 7 billion tonnes of rubbish makes its way into the world's oceans. Today, it's estimated there are 20,000 pieces of plastic floating on every square kilometre of ocean.
I certainly don't feel that within my lifetime I will ever see an ocean free of plastic.
You don't think it's going to be cleaned up in your lifetime?
No, no way. Not from what I've seen.
If it's rubbish you're after, Hayden Smith knows where to find it.
It's not that bad though. To me this beach looks pretty clean.
It isn't until you drop to your hands and knees that you realise we're facing an industrial-sized problem.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The high tide mark of Takapuna Beach is littered with thousands and thousands of tiny pieces of plastic.
Now, all the time I've spent on the beach with the kids, I've never ever even noticed this stuff.
The beaches we love are now coated in plastic sand.
I would almost guarantee that it would be 1 million pieces, easily. With the amount of those raw plastic pellets, those mermaid's tears that are lying there on the beach.
These tiny plastic pellets, or mermaid tears, are imported into the country, reheated and used to manufacture all things plastic.
See, we get pretty upset when there's an oil spill and we see oil, but
This is oil in a solid form.
It took us just 10 minutes to fill this vial, 786 pieces in total.
and it's just endless. So how did they get on the beach?
They have come from the plastics industries. They've come from the transport industry, where the bags that are carrying those pallets have been pierced by forklifts, and again, all the stormwater networks just take them away so swiftly.
But industry alone isn't to blame. A moment of carelessness, a plastic bag lost to the wind, will ultimately end in the ocean through our stormwater system.
It saddens me a little bit, but that's why we're out there, going out there to clean it up, because that's what needs to be done.
So we'll do this spot, and then we'll go out and we'll go up another 100 metres up again on the right. Yeah,
For the past 10 years, Hayden Smith has been picking up our rubbish.
This is where we get wet feet.
We've picked up over 25 million pieces of trash from the local waterways here in Auckland. That's over 3.1 million litres of trash, which is enough to fill over 105 shipping containers full of waste.
In 10 years?
Yep, from the local harbour here.
This is like a rubbish tip.
Behind the thin green veil of mangroves lurks a disgusting plastic soup.
Do you know, I expected bottles, I expected the odd jandal, but the thing that does my head is all these little pellets, eh?
There's probably millions of them through here.
85% of this rubbish comes from the land via the stormwater drains.
It's kind of out of sight, out of mind for people though, isn't it?
If it's not picked up, it'll remain in the ocean for hundreds of years.
This old Coca-Cola bottle has been out of circulation for over 25 years. We've cleaned this space up in the last 9 months, and this is returned here from somewhere.
In an hour, we managed to pick up 20 bags of rubbish. We cleaned just 20 metres of coast.
I think with the work that we're doing is like the spark that's igniting the engine that's yet to follow, if we can put it that way.
It's going to take a bloody big engine to clean up that ocean.
It's a lifetime, and another lifetime, and so on. It's an eternal process that we have to go through.
In our throwaway society, plastic can outlive its usefulness in a matter of minutes, but it can remain a deadly threat to turtles for decades to come.
Unless we do something drastically about the amount of plastic that we're putting in the oceans, I can't honestly see them, going much longer. It's that bad. It's pretty bad.
They're going to get wet, aren't they?
Which brings us to G3.
Roll over towards you.
Nice and soft, nice and soft.
An endangered green turtle brought back from the brink of death.
Yeah, bro, you're going to get wet.
G3, yeah, they'd actually ingested a whole lot of rope. He passed that eventually. We got him on paraffin oil and we thought he was out of the woods, but then he just went back and we found out there was still more inside him, unfortunately, and he blocked up and we very nearly lost him. And so a lot more intensive work went back on him and we got him right. Yep.
G3 is about to be released back to the wild.
Go around all of that.
In an effort to find out more information about these mysterious creatures, he's been fitted with a transmitter, and for the next couple of years, his movements will be monitored.
Their chance of survival, I don't know. I really don't know. Doesn't look great. That's why they're endangered in the first place, aren't they?
For years, they were considered the waifs of the sea. Lonely stragglers washed upon our shores by wind and tide.
Freedom, mate.
Mate, moments away.
We now know they're here. The big question is, how long till they disappear forever?
Collectively, we can make a huge difference. You need to buy that item that is wrapped 4 times over in layers and layers of plastic. Think about what's going to happen to that plastic once you discard it.
Happy ever after?
Hopefully.
They've been around for more than 100 million years. We've been around for a few. And to cause the extinction of these species would be shameful.